or if you failed out of the program after you've met those course requirements and you passed that class, but you ended up failing out of the program, you still can challenge the test, you know. And I definitely encourage you to do it. And then from there, at least all your money that you spent, because nursing school is not cheap, at least all the money that you spent on nursing school, you can at least start to recoup. And then when you're ready, you can go back into an LPN to RN bridge program. Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Happy New Year. Happy 2020. My name is Bianca, and today I have videos that I promised. Up, say hello. I mean, you wanted to come up here. Look at him. He's so cute. He's so cute. Isn't he like the cutest little thing? He's like, oh, these. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. To all my new subscribers, hello. Thank you so much for joining the family. My name is Bianca, and I'm on this crazy journey called life. Okay, so I recorded some other videos, but I wasn't too fond of it, so I was like, you know what, let me do this. And so here I am. I'm gonna basically redo the video. So today's video, I'm gonna talk to you about how I challenged the LPN exam, while in RN school, meaning I am currently in RN school. Actually here, have class January 2020. So I just want to put a disclaimer out. I am in the parking lot, so if you see me start looking around or whatever, and you know, I get all weird or whatever, just know that's why. It's because I'm in the parking lot, and some people like walk up on you and stuff. So not walk up on you, I should lock my door. Not that they walk up on you, but you know, they're cars, and so if anyone I'm next to is car and they come, I feel like you guys know, right? If you watch YouTube, then you know what I'm talking about. But guys, okay. So here is my proof, because, you know, I just don't want to talk about it. I want to actually show you guys proof and talk about it so you know that is possible. I am, call me just rule breaker, right? The person that is always trying to find a way to make my life simpler. See that? LPN. This is my license from the Board of Nursing here. So, guys, I challenged the test. How did I do it? It's actually very simple. And I mean, it's very simple. I think the most challenging part is waiting. I currently live in the state of Florida, and so in the state of Florida, the Florida State Board of Nursing states that you can challenge the LPN exam as long by, I always get tongue-tied when I start this. Okay, so the state of Florida says you can challenge the LPN exam by PNEQ, which is basically practical nursing equivalency, and you can challenge it that way. However, in order for you to do that, there's certain courses that you would have had to meet in your RN program in order to challenge it. So, considering the fact that I am currently in an RN program, I'm actually in my last class of RN school. Yay! I met those classes. I met those requirements approximately 5 or 6 months ago. So, with that being said, I was currently, you guys know, I still have my CNA license, it's still active, and I was working in a hospital. But as you know, when you work as a CNA, you don't get paid as much as if you work as an LPN, and you do more physically than if you work as an LPN. This is actually my job. That's what my scrub top. But yeah, so I took it, you know, I prayed about it, and I was like, you know what, alrighty, let's do this. So I had the information, I got the information that was required. Like I said, I followed everything that the Board of Nursing stated and told me to do. I printed out the course descriptions. I printed the application. I got the PNEQ paper signed by the program director, because that is something that you need. The program director has to sign that form. Basically, that program director, when they sign, is basically stating that you have met those requirements of the PNEQ and you are basically competent enough to test for this. And so that's what I did, and I didn't have any issues whatsoever. They were actually very nice at my school, and they helped me with everything. Anything that I needed help with, they helped me on. But baby, I came prepared. Okay, prepared. So I did that. I paid for the application fee. The application fee was $200, and then the test was $200, so I paid that through Pearson VUE. The application fee was $110, and I also purchased some study material to prepare for that exam, which was $100, well, $99 to be exact. And if you want to add in the overnight shipping and blah 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 blah, that was like $20 or $23 that I spent to overnight my application and my transcripts and the course descriptions to the Board of Nursing. So guys, you're wondering, why did you do that? Well, if I didn't say it earlier, I did it because I want to make money doing less, doing less physical work. Like I said, I knew I was going to have, I did it at the time where I had 6 months left of nursing school. So to me, that was perfect. And of course, guys, if you're planning on doing this, just know that people are going to, other people in your program, or what else? Even some professors or whatever might say, oh no, I don't think it's worth it. If you ask them for the advice, they're like, oh, I don't think it's worth it, because why go spend $500, $600 when you have 6 months left to graduate? It's not worth it. I don't think you should do it, or whatever. Just work as a PCT or home health aide and make your money. That's what they told me. But the thing is, where I went wrong was I asked them for their advice. I didn't need to ask them for their advice, because in my mind, I had already made up that I was going to do it. And so I didn't need them to validate what my decision was going to be. So that's number one. So if you decide to do this, just do it. If you need someone to talk to you about doing it, come to this video, and you can write in your comments, and hopefully other people who are thinking of doing this too can write it in the comments below. But yeah, that's where I went wrong, but I didn't care. I still did it anyway, and I became licensed. And so now, what I would have made working 5 days, I make working 2 days or 3 days. So guys, if that's not financially savvy, I don't know what is. I never regret investing in myself when it comes to my education. Never. And what else I wanted to add, and the $500, $600, literally I made that money back within literally, I would say I say 2 paychecks, only because I did 12 hours of orientation, and then I did another 4 hours training on the floor. If I would have done it combined in one day, I would have been fine, but your girl went on vacation. So actually, the day I did the floor training was the day the pay period ended. So that was all in 1 week. So guys, if you don't think that's worth it, then I don't know what to tell you. I think it's worth it. And I just came from work today, and I'm so blessed to be able to work at a place where, I'm not standing on my feet 24/7. I'm sitting in an office, and I'm using my brain and, doing pretty much as administrative work. And I get to the schedule is very flexible, and I get to make more than I was making at the hospital, or at definitely more than I was making at the nursing home, because I decided to invest in myself and take this test and do it. So guys, if you're in a situation where you're in a nursing program and you're like, I don't know if I should take challenge to Nclex-Pn, I think you should. No one ever says you shouldn't challenge the CNA exam. The CNA exam, I think it's probably costs like $230 or whatever, with background check, with the fingerprints, you know, a little more. You're looking at $300 or $400. No one ever says, oh no, you shouldn't challenge the CNA exam. Just be in home health aid. They encourage you to challenge the CNA exam once you finish the fundamentals. But why is it when someone wants to challenge an LPN exam, then they're like, no, you shouldn't. You only have X amount of days left. Pay attention to that, guys. Pay attention to that, because, you know, like, no, I'm going to do the LPN. If I want to do all of them, like I have done, I challenge the CNA exam, then I challenge the LPN exam, and then I feel I will be qualified to take the actual RN exam. But, you know, I got to get the most out of my education, and that's exactly what I did. And I think that you can do the same thing too. And I think you should. And this is particularly good for if someone, okay, so, you know, when you go on the website and you look at the course requirements, and if you've met the required courses in your RN program, let's just say something happened where you weren't able to finish, but you've met those those requirements, you still can challenge the test. You know, or if you failed out of the program after you've met those course requirements and you passed that class, but you ended up failing out of the program, you still can challenge the test, you know. And I definitely encourage you to do it. And then from there, at least all your money that you spent, because nursing school is not cheap, at least all the money that you spent on nursing school, you can at least start to recoup. And then when you're ready, you can go back into an LPN to RN bridge program without having to start all over again. So I hope this message was empowering to you guys. Just sitting here talking about it just re-empowered me, because I'm so thankful that I went through with it. I'm so thankful that God granted me the grace and the intelligence to pass the exam, and I'm thankful for that. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys. If you have any questions, leave it down below. I actually really enjoyed having this chat inside my car. It's so zen. I actually have my lunch here that I have to go heat up inside, but I'm gonna wait a little bit. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for rocking with me, and I'll talk to you soon.